Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Today's video is the history of the Guinea coin, a very famous coin in British history as it played a key role for many centuries. So today I will take you on the journey through the history of the Guinea coin, a symbol of British economic heritage. Our story begins in the year 1663 during the reign of King Charles II. So this was the time of a great restoration in Britain, the renewal of the monarchy and a change to the coinage, with the first milled coins being issued for circulation in 1662, with that lovely large 1662 crown being the first. So the Guinea coin was introduced as a replacement for the old Unite coin. So the gold Unite coin, as we can see on screen now, was a hammered coin, made from gold of course, but it was a hammered coin to the same or similar value of around this £1 mark, as we will find out. Now then, this new coin was made from gold sourced from Guinea, a region in West Africa, of course at the time part of the British Empire, and thus the coin earned its name, Guinea, as the coin was made of gold sourced at this particular time from Guinea, when the coin's origins begin. The introduction of the Guinea coin marked the beginning of a new era in British gold coinage, as it characterised the standardisation and modern minting methods now used in coins, not just the gold, but also the silver, and so the weight of gold and the purity was much more official and much more trusted than in hammered coins where it could vary. Now then, the first guineas were issued of denominations of 20 shillings, so like I say, £1. As you know, 240 pennies to the pound, and that is 20 shillings to the pound, which was the value of the first guinea. But the value of the guinea was not fixed, it fluctuated according to the market price of gold across Europe. So over the years, the design of the Guinea coin evolved, and the early coins that featured the portrait of Charles II would later be replaced with other subsequent monarchs. So after King Charles II, we have King James II. Today's video is not so much about the design of the guinea, perhaps, and do comment down below if you wish for this to happen. We will do a video showcasing every design of the guinea, but today's video is more about just the general history behind the denomination. But the design of the coin did change and evolve from the early portraits of Charles II, with later versions through to George III. The reverse side often depicted the royal arms and showcased the exquisite craftsmanship of the royal mint in this wonderful era of coinage, which I'm sure you will agree is an era we may never return to in terms of its beauty on the coin designs. An interesting fact about the guinea is its unique denominations. So like I say, originally valued at 20 shillings, the coin's worth increased over time, and by the 18th century the guinea was commonly worth 21 shillings. The guinea's value was then fixed at 21 shillings. This value became so entrenched in British commerce that even after the coin was no longer minted, transactions were still often quoted in guineas, especially in the fields of sort of the art market, horse racing and such, and sort of higher class things. Things were priced in guineas for other reasons, such as to make them seem cheaper. So for instance, even after decimalisation, things might be priced as 1 guinea, and a guinea was, people thought, oh, that's about a pound, it's about a pound, a guinea is roughly a pound, which is true, but of course it is actually 5 pence more in terms of decimal money, or a shilling more pre-decimal wise, so they are getting an extra 5%, as it were, by charging you a guinea rather than a pound. And there is still, especially in the horse racing market, some places that still use the denomination, sort of the value rather than the coin, just, obviously, but the value of a guinea to quote prices in. So the persistence of the guinea is therefore embodied by the markets, as we can see in the terminology and the vocabulary today, where we still, not often at all, but in some circles the guinea is still used. But back to the sort of actual coin, and back in the day, the history. The actual guinea coin was continued to be minted until 1813, when it was replaced after a few years of the changeover by the gold sovereign coin. As we know, the gold sovereign introduced in 1817, so there was a changeover there after and during the Napoleonic Wars. The term guinea, like I say, still exists today, but its end did come in 1813 for the full guinea. Now, one thing we haven't covered is the sort of other denominations of the guinea. So similar to the sovereign, there are half sovereigns, double sovereigns and such. A similar thing was for the guinea. So like I say, the first guinea was issued in 1663, and then the year after, in 1664, the first double guinea was issued, or 2 guineas. So a coin worth 42 shillings, of course, originally 40 shillings, but then settled in with, as the guinea was 21 shillings, a double guinea was 42 shillings, or 504 pennies for the double guinea. Then a few years later, in 1668, the first 5 guinea was introduced, so a huge value of a coin, 5 guineas. Of course, that is £5 and 5 shillings, so 5¼ pounds. So that is a huge sum of money for, of course, back in the 1600s. And like I say, that 5 guinea piece is an exquisitely beautiful coin today, an absolute over 40 grams of gold, so a massive, magnificent coin, and it was first issued in 1668. The year after this, in 1669, so still during the reign of Charles II, the first half guinea coin was introduced, so I'm sure you can guess the value of a half guinea. That's right, it was half of a guinea, and therefore weighed half of a guinea, as did the 5 guinea weigh the same as 5 guineas, and the double guinea weigh the same as 2 guineas. It was all done by the weight of the gold, of course, and so therefore they all weighed proportionately. Now there are 2 more styles of guinea. There was the quarter guineas released. So these were first released in 1718, and then the reason for this is quite interesting that I will quickly cover. In the early 1700s, around 1718, there was a shortage of silver in Britain, which means that a £1/4 coin, or of course a guinea isn't a pound, but the rough value of a £1/4 would have usually been paid or been made into a coin by the big silver crown. So a massive 1 ounce roughly of silver would be needed for this coin. So the master of the mint at the time, Sir Isaac Newton, had the idea, the brainchild, to create, rather than a massive silver coin, a very small gold coin. So this was a quarter guinea, and although not worth the same as a crown, the crown was 60 pence, the quarter guinea was 63 pence. It was basically a similar value of about £1/4, and so the quarter guinea coin was born. And then, a long time after this, in 1797, so this is during the reign of George III, of course the 1718 quarter guinea being during the reign of George I, but then during the reign of George III in 1797, the same year the cartwheel coinage was issued, an overlooked denomination as well as the cartwheels were issued in 1797, being the third guineas. So the sovereign coin today has the quarter, the half, the full, the double, and the 5, so there are 5 varieties, but the guinea actually has 6, as there is the quarter guinea, the third guinea, the half guinea, the double guinea, and the quintuple guinea, or the 5 guinea piece. So there are many, as the point of this is, it's a bit of a ramble there, but the point there to show you is that there is many styles or many denominations of the guinea, right from quarters and thirds up to doubles and 5s of this guinea. The third guinea, the half guinea, and the full guinea all 3 of them lasted up until 1813, so they all 3 lasted until the end of the use of the guinea. Of course, the other ones were still legal tender and could still be used, but they were no longer minted, and so therefore slowly fell out of circulation. As like I said, the quarter guinea was lost in 1762, and then the double guinea and the 5 guinea were last made in 1777. So all of those 3 going during the reign of George III. So there we go. Now the last guineas were the most recognisable ones, perhaps to most modern collectors. This is the spade guinea. These are the most highly minted versions and were used quite widespread across the British Empire at the time, and so they are more common to see today. So there we go, hope you have enjoyed. I'm sure now that the word guinea has no meaning at all to you and it just sounds like a made-up word, I've said it so much, but hopefully, although the word might now sound funny, the history of the British guinea coin is now something you know a little bit more about from this quick overview of the guinea. As I say, please do comment down below if you would like to see a video covering every design of the guinea, but for now, I will thank you for watching, ask you to kindly subscribe if you've enjoyed, thank you for watching again, and we'll see you again soon for some more coins in the future on Bits and Bobs. Bye for now.